Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Dennis and welcome back to Racer or Random SCP Review. Today we'll review another SCP. This is entry number 27th, I believe. Yes, this is 27th, and we'll see what SCP we'll review. Now let's just generate the number as usual with this RNG or random number generator, and let's stop. And we got 4536. Okay, we will actually review SCP-4536, and I will be right back. Here we are in the SCP Wiki website, and this is SCP-4536. It's called the Great American Pyramid. There's actually some American pyramid. That is South American pyramid, like the Aztec and what is it called again? Like yeah, in Chichen Itza there is also, and then yeah, there's so many of them, I believe, in South America. I don't know if this is that, or this is like not literally meaning pyramid, because as you can see, it's the Great American Pyramid. So is it like pyramid as in food chain, like the pyramid food chain, or maybe if you know about like scam, probably the pyramid scheme of scam, that might also be a meaning of this pyramid as well. Like not literally, but more like what is it like figuratively, right? So we'll see if that's true or not. Let's just jump straight into it, or maybe it's not at all about pyramid and it's just completely something else, so who knows, right? Also, by the way, this is series 5, so I feel like this is about uh 20 uh what, like 2018, probably 2017. Yeah, kinda, I think 2016 perhaps, I'm not sure, but I feel like it's around 2017 era, but we'll see if that's true or not. Okay, this is SCP-4536. There is a picture. Okay, that's something at least. Rating is plus 60 as predicted, I mean as usual as well. Usually if there's like a later SCP, but it's also not a whole number, as you can see over here, this is SCP-4536. So the rating is can be like a low, because you can just pretty much say that maybe no one actually reads this SCP, right? So it doesn't get that much attention in the first place. Unlike, for instance, like SCP-4500 or 4600, those are like whole numbers. So maybe I feel like those SCPs probably have more ratings than this one, just by itself, because like if you want to search SCP, like 4500, that's like a whole number, so that's already an attention in its own, right? So like if you offer someone, if you ask someone to pick a number, either 4500 or 4536, I feel like they will pick the first one, the whole number. So yeah, there's that pretty much. This is level 2 restricted. I think it means that only researcher level 2 or above are allowed to, interact with this SCP, or observe, depending on if the SCP can be interacted or not. Meaning that level 1 cannot interact. It's not really that it's not that restricting, honestly, because I think level 1 was supposed to be like your freshman staff. Like it's a staff, but it's like new people, right? Maybe like a D class personnel. They prove themselves that they did a great job, so they got promoted into an actual staff of Foundation. And the first layer is level 1, so it's like probably like researchers that or staff that are in, what is it called again, in prohibition, I think, uh prohibition or something, like like it's on observance pretty much. Like if they're doing great, they get promoted. If they're not doing great, well, they either stay in staff, level 1 for a while, or they got demoted or got fired pretty much. So it's just like that. I think I'm not sure though, but I feel like if I run the foundation, I feel like that would be what I apply pretty much. Like level one is just people on trial, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, containment class is Keter, okay. Disruption class Kin X, I mean Kin Q, Kinek, I don't know. Risk class is Notice. Again, I don't know what any of these means because I feel like there's so many types or classification like this, and people just made up those, and I feel like these are not canonical in the first place. It's just that people put into more classifications, under classifications. I feel like it's kinda necessary, but also I feel like it's just nothing really. It's just nothing. Like you can have this at low level, at high level, at whatever it is. If the SCP is dangerous, it will kill you. And it it can kill you, and it will for sure. So like I feel like this divisive, this division does not actually mean anything. I would say it means something, but it's really nothing in my opinion. Anyway, this is the picture SCP-4536-1, which is, what is that called? Bass Pro Shops. Okay. Ducks Unlimited. Water Powling. Heritage Center. Water what? Water Powling or water falling? I'm not sure what that means. Um, Bass Pro Shops. Okay, so by the looks of the name, I feel like this is just a regular shop. Like it's just a department store, but it's shaped like pyramid, and that's pretty much it. We'll see. Okay, what makes this pyramid great? Right, the Great American Pyramid, pretty much. Special containment procedures. 4536 is currently believed to be restricted to dash one. As a result of its own anomalous properties, okay, cover up for 536 is not deemed necessary. All attempts to remove 4536 from dash 1 have ended in failure, okay. Um, Foundation web crawler Urchin.aic is to search for hunting and fishing related keywords to locate items sold at Dash 1, deemed noticeably anomalous to be confiscated by Foundation agents and the relevant parties amnesticized. Items are to be stored at storage site 64. Okay, so I think this is a shop that sells a lot of stuff. I think the shop itself is called Dash One. For Y536 itself, I don't know what it is though. Probably it's the item that is sold. Okay. Description for 536 is a male humanoid. Oh, never mind. It's a human. Okay. Of Nahua Deson or Deson, claiming to be the Aztec deity Opoctli. Okay, here we go. Like I said, Aztec. So, okay, it has some connection with the South American actual pyramid then, which is kind of interesting. It is usually seen naked, covered in a black pigment with a large number of ornamental quail feathers on its face, an appearance that matches Aztec depictions of Opoctli. 4536 has several minor anomalous abilities, including the ability to spontaneously create rain above the 20th parallel north, okay. Spontaneous sinistro manuality in mammals within 10 meters of 4536. I don't know what it means by sinistro manuality. Spontaneous as well. I don't know what that means. Um, Sinistro, maybe some kind of sinister, or I don't know, like manuality means manual, so it happens manually. I don't know. A mild memetic filter causing those unaware of 4536 anomalous effects to perceive its appearance as normal. Ah, I see. So it's an SCP that disguised itself, making that people don't feel weird about looking at him or her. Let's see. It's a male. Okay, so it's a him. Um, Inability to be removed from the ground of Dash 1, reappearing in an exterior king room within the Big Cyber's lodge, okay? An anomalous degree of success with fishing and hunting equipment sold at Dash 1. ownership of Dash 1 despite no secondary evidence corroborating such a purchase. Okay. Oh, so the 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 SCP itself is the owner of Dash 1, which is interesting. Um, yeah, like without even evidence of having purchasing the building. It's interesting. Dash one is the Memphis Pyramid, a 32-story mega store, yeah, department store that contains restaurants, Target sports ranges, range, a hotel, and a Bass Pro Shop, fishing and hunting equipment store. Ostensibly, it is owned by the city of Memphis and leased to the Bass Pro Shop company. However, both parties deny current ownership of it, claiming it was sold in 2018. Okay, here we go. So it was around 2017 era. It's actually 2018 to a Tlaloc LLC. LLC, I think it's called Limited Liability Company. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that one. Meaning that pretty much it has been licensed, or yeah. No further proof of this company exists. Okay, interesting, because I just said that it is actually a license, but apparently it's not real. Okay. Addendum 1, sample of items recovered from Dash 1. Item Mitchell Tanger Camo Spin Combo Fishing Rod. Okay, it's pretty much just fishing rod. Anomalous effect, junior researcher Max Jones caught only Micropterus salmoids in 20 trials. Line was found to survive stress beyond its typical capabilities. Okay, so this fishing rod allows the person who used only to capture certain of these type of animals. Okay, or species, I don't know. And then point 22 Winchester Magnum. Okay, so that's a rifle, I think. Researcher Sarah Houlihan, no shooting experience, consistently hits targets at 30 meters, showing proficiency beyond professed skill. So it's a rifle that makes it so that it always hit the target. Okay. And then Hotshot Deluxe Ghillie Suit. Okay, it's a ghillie suit means it's a suit pretty much. It's like a clothing. Okay. A minor antimemetic effect made the wearer imperceptible when viewed from 20 meter or further. Okay, so ghillie suit, by the way, it's kind of the same as camouflage suit. So it's usually made out of like plants and stuff like that that got in implemented in your clothing. So it makes sense that like yeah, like pretty much it makes the wearer becomes like not seen pretty much. It's kind of interesting. Um, Baseball cap reading women want me, fish fear me. Okay. Uh, okay, so it's a baseball cap. Was unsuccessful in catching any fish. Okay. Researcher Julian has been reprimanded for inappropriate workplace conduct. Okay, so it's a literal cap that does what it says. It says women want me, fish fear me. Okay, so yeah, when you try to fishing using this cap, fish fear you, so you will not catch any fish. But women want you, so yeah, it like giggity behavior pretty much. Okay, okay. Addendum to interview with 4536. Oh, interesting. So you can actually talk with the SCP. Since 4536 discovery in 2018, Foundation efforts to contact 4536 were unsuccessful until 2021. Foundation agent Fabio Coxim made contact posing as a member of the Internal Revenue Service. Okay, begin log. Agent Coxim enters a large room with floor to ceiling windows and a large round table with 30 seats. Only Agent Coxim and 4536, wearing a black three-piece suit and a paper crown with several green feathers sticking out of it, are present. Okay. Thank you for meeting with us on such short notice. Mr. Opoctli will suffice. Okay, so it's called Mr. Opoctli. Okay. Just a few routine questions to start. Ever since your ownership of the Memphis building, reported revenue has been increasing by the double digits a month. That's very unusual. Why is that? What can I say? People like picking up what I put down, and the tourists are really coming into swing too. Eating out in a giant pyramid is quite the selling point. Tourists in February, 4536 appear slightly nervous, pacing and remaining silent. What we're worried about is that people like what you're putting down too much. Are you aware? Everything here is above the table. Ignately, you don't spend millions buying the Great American Pyramid to fudge the numbers once you get there. That's the problem, Mr. Opotley. Frankly, we aren't even sure you even bought it at all. Um, 4536 stops walking and stares at Agent Coxim. Oh, so the 4536 is walking during the interview. Okay. Records show a major increase in the sale of hunting and fishing equipment. I assume you know why that is. They have my blessing. Your blessing? The Mexica gave ritual 800 years ago, and I bestowed upon them technology like they have never considered. Harpoons, snares, fishing nets, and canoes. Okay, I nurtured them and they sustained me. Ages have come, ages have passed, and man wishes for more than a spear. The Aztec are gone. Nobody is sacrificing to Opotcli now. Um, the snakes and Coyolthlatholi have long since crossed my people and their rituals, perhaps. No more may shamans drink wine and feast in my name for a bountiful hunt. But make no mistake, I persist. 4536 turns away from Agent Kusim to face the windows. Okay. Now the Americans come to my pyramid, my modern Theocali. They drink beer and they feast under my roof as they pray for a good day's fishing. You cannot put an end to the Teotl with a holy book or with sulfur and gunpowder. As long as one Mexica breathes, so shall I. You may leave, Fabio. Okay, and log. No further attempts at communication have been successful. Oh, that's it. Okay. With thanks to Sir Last 47, Tony All Jones, and Pastor Cruiser for critic and Ribanahi for the logo variant. Okay. Last edited 8 October of 2022. Okay, so that's a little bit of months ago. Or when you're seeing this, it's pretty much last year. Okay. Interesting. So interesting though, like actually interesting. So pretty much it's the store in which it's owned by an SCP. Okay, that is interesting. Also, the fact that it does not exist, as in the registration or something like that. But still, it has the LLC. This one, yeah, claiming it was sold to 2018 to Atlalog LLC. Like even there is no proof that this company exists, or like it's probably not registered, or maybe it's registered or something. I don't know how this works, but yeah. It's kind of interesting though that there's these items over here. You might as well call these SCPs, but the creator seems like these items are not worth SCP, and they just called anomalous item, which is always nice if you ask me, because like I think what happens here is that the creator probably has a lot of ideas in their head about making SCPs, but like however the SCPs kinda not really standing out in its own, so they just make these into anomalous items and they incorporate all those items in one big vessel, which is this pyramid, and this is the SCP pretty much. An SCP that can create or blast, in this case, lots of other anomalous items just from regular items. So that's always something I would say. It's great. It's unique. So it's a factory SCP pretty much. It's an SCP that yeah, it's a factory of many anomalous items. It kind of reminds me of the Doctor Wondertainment in a way, because remember that the Doctor Wondertainment, all of those items are apparently SCPs as far as I'm concerned. Like all those anomalous items, they are all made by this one person. I think that's called Doctor Wondertainment. And he or she or they created these all of these items, and they later then attributed to its own SCPs. However, for this one, Again, maybe the creator did not intend to create like a universe of multiple SCPs that are connected to each other. So they just, like I have great ideas for SCPs, but I feel like they are not big enough. So I'm just gonna, like what is it? Collect all of them into this one big SCP, which is 4536, which is again like a it's always nice. Also, I don't know, like, like if the creator actually is from South America, maybe they know more about this culture. Who knows, right? We also see down here that, this one, with thanks to these people, maybe they are not, maybe the person who created this SCP was not actual native to South American, but they got the help from these people over here to like to fill in the historical part of the Aztec, or the god of this Opoctli, or the like all this name from South American, right? I feel like maybe those people actually gave the person idea or corrected some idea. And yeah, like it just does not necessarily mean that the person was actually from the region. So yeah, it's always nice. um I don't know though if the actual pyramid actually existed somewhere. Maybe in America. I'm not sure. Maybe it does actually. Maybe it does exist. Maybe this building actually exists. Also, this is a 29 story, by the way, or 32. What was the story again? Yeah, this one, a 32 story mega store. So this is pretty much 32 store, which is again like it's a tall, massive building, a department store. Like I don't know, like, is there any department store that are actually 32 stories? I kind of doubt, but I don't know. I mean, usually in my area anyway, I feel like 5 stories is quite common. Like, it's okay already. 10 stories are like, it's a little bit excessive, but 32 stories, um, maybe this is a fictional building and it doesn't actually exist. I'm not sure though. By the look of the surrounding as well, as you can see, it doesn't seem like the surrounding area is like a big city with lots of skyscraper. I don't see any other skyscraper. Maybe this one over here. But yeah, I feel like if this actually exists, I feel like this like it should have been nearby, like nearby a region or in the region with lots of skyscrapers, because again, like, this is a 32 stories, meaning that there's a lot of here, meaning that like wealthy people that can actually or want to visit here, right? Because they want to take a look at lots of items and they might actually purchase them. So it's for wealthy people probably, and meaning that this is supposedly in a wealthy people area as well. So yeah, that's just my like evaluation though. I mean, I don't really live in a like a region with lots of skyscrapers, so I don't know the culture there. But yeah, I feel like I mean, in my region anyway, in my area, it's not really filled with skyscraper. And when there is a department store, it's just like 3 store, 5 store max, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I guess there's that. I don't know though. Okay, I like this one. Don't get me wrong, I like this one, but I feel like the Doctor Wondertainment series is probably still better than this one. If we compare it apple to apple, like a factory SCP and another factory SCP. So yeah, it's like that. I feel like the Doctor Wondertainment is still better series than this one, but we'll see though. Maybe in the future the creator will make another one. Like maybe suddenly there's a Cleopatra over here. The thing from Egyptian, right? The like maybe a Tutankhamun or something. I don't know. Like maybe even Asian deity as well. Who knows, right? But yeah, but this is my maybe like I said, maybe another structure, but it's not pyramid. It's something else. So like that can happen. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'll be it for this one. This has been random SCP review or Racer. This is entry 27, and yeah, it's been like 30 minutes, so I guess it's just great to end this episode here. But alas, that will be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Stealthy. I will see you again a few days from now in the next episode of Racer. But until then, see ya.